Hey guys, I was hoping to do a fire starting video down at the water today, but it's really raining a lot. So I'm sitting on the balcony. What I got here is a fire steel and flint kit. It comes with like some char cloth and some jute twine. So I've never actually used this before. It's kind of new, so I figure let's give it a try. I've seen it done on YouTube. Oh my. Oh. I don't believe it. Okay. There you go. That is easy. Anyone can do it. So, this is probably going to be one of the shortest videos in YouTube history. But anyway, thanks for watching. Okay, I am actually going to speak to you for just a little while longer. Partly in the interest of making that not the shortest video in YouTube history, and partly because I figured I'd like to do a small product review. I've been using the flint and fire steel kit a lot since that initial video. I guess just to see if my mid-term experience bears out my initial impressions, and really straight up it does. I really like the kit. I really like this method for starting fires. I wish I'd discovered it a lot earlier in life, to be honest with you. When I was growing up, you know, camping, running in the bush, you know, starting fires, starting campfires, obviously. What we used was, you know, waterproof matches, sometimes I'll admit a lighter, and of course, you know, come on, ferro rod, right? Which is still my favorite fire starting tool. May change as I get used to the flint and fire steel, but for now I'm still really into the ferro rod. Sorry about the ambient noise. I'm at my very urban home right now. I'm not out in the country. So I guess let's do the review. First off, what I like about this kind of kit is there's a primeval feel to it. You know, like there's nothing high-tech going on, right? Metal, rock, some tinder, bam, bam, and you're starting a fire. You know, it doesn't matter how, you know, how rainy it is or how windy it is. So I like sort of the paradigm of it. To be more, to narrow it down a bit, first thing I like, flint. Okay, if you lose your edge, you can nap it, or you can go out into the bush and find some flint. You know, as I said, it's not a high-tech solution, and that's part of the beauty here, you know? Like, everything here is replaceable. So yeah, that's really cool. Char cloth takes a spark like nobody's business, and when you've got no more, it's really easy to make. All you need is a small airtight metal container with a hole on the top. You can even use like an Altoids tin or something, you know. I may actually do a video on that later. Jute rope, easy to make a bird's nest with, easy to light once it's made. It's a great solution. It's affordable once there's no more left in your kit. It's not expensive to replace. And you don't have to send away for it. You go to your hardware store, pick up some jute twine or some rope, you know. Things I like a little less. First off, I find the steel is a little small. That's not an operational thing. It's purely a feel thing. Here, hold on. It is, what do I got here? 6 1/4 centimeters, okay? Oh. Hold on, YouTube. 2.5 inches. And yeah, I'd like it to be 3. And that's just because I want to be able to put 3 fingers in instead of 2. It's just a feeling of control thing. But it's not a make or break thing at all. I don't regret this because I can only get 2 fingers in. I was surprised because sometimes when you order things online, even when there are the measurements on the screen, it's kind of hard to see in your head. Whereas, you know, so I was surprised, but it works fine, and it's not a reason not to buy the kit at all. For the jute rope, I think I would have liked it to be waxed. You know, the reason for that is obvious. If I'm out in the bush and I dump my pack in the lake by accident, or like we get, you know, the mother of all storms or something, and my kit gets wet, if the rope is waxed, you pull it apart, boom boom, and you're making a fire, right? And when everything is wet, a fire is important, as we all know. I'm unconvinced that unwaxed jute will be as easy to light. You know, maybe I can pull it apart and there's going to be a dry bit inside, but it's not guaranteed, you know. The last thing is maybe not a negative point, but I'm not sure yet. I think they went a little light on the char cloth. The reason I'm not convinced that this is actually a negative point is because I'm only really going to know as I get more used to this system if that's true or not. Like, maybe I'm using chunks that are too large. Maybe I can trim down the size of chunks I'm using. And as I said, it is so easy to make that who cares, you know? So it's not really a con, it's just a point to, you know, to think about. You know, if you buy the kit, maybe make sure you got an Altoids tin. You know, but you know, my overall feel is that it's all win for the price. If you're not sure if you're gonna like flint and steel, you don't necessarily have to blow like 45 bucks on like one of those big fancy ones that come in a tin. 25 bucks, and you know, chances are you're gonna like it. It's a good quality kit. You know, the steel is solid. It's, you know, it's gonna work for a long time. I totally back this kit as a buy, and I'm gonna put a link to where I bought it in the notes below. So that's all I have to say. So you know, guys, thanks for watching.